Have you ever traveled somewhere new before? Doesn't have to be somewhere super far away. Maybe it was a new park down the street or your friend's house. There's so many different ways to navigate or find your way to new places. But what would happen if you didn't have a GPS or directions or landmarks or street signs? Would you still be able to get to where you were going? It might surprise you, but yes, you could still find your way there. Navigate using only the stars in the night sky. To do this, though, you have to know a little bit about constellations. A constellation, if you've never heard that term before, is just a group of stars that form a recognizable pattern. You might have heard of different terms: the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper, Orion, Orion's belt to be more particular. All of these stars make up constellations, and we've put them into these recognizable patterns, kind of the same way maybe you see a certain shape in the clouds, so that we can identify them more easily during the night. There's one star in particular that's very important for navigation. That's the North Star, or also known as Polaris. The North Star, or Polaris, right, are two names that give us an idea of where this star is located. The North Pole, get it? North Star, or Polaris. You might think it'd be tricky to find one little star in a sea of stars, but there's a couple of tricks to actually make it a little easier. Remember those constellations we talked about? Well, the Little Dipper is actually made up of a group of stars, one of which is the North Star. In fact, the very end of the handle, the last star in the Little Dipper, is the North Star. Now, you can't always see the North Star or the Little Dipper in the sky. There can be clouds covering it or different things in the way. So you can also use the stars around it to find the Little Dipper. The Big Dipper, which is just below, is actually lines up on a perfect diagonal with the North. Now, the cool thing about Polaris is because it's directly over our North Pole, it stays in the same place for the whole night. The Earth rotates in one full circle every single day. So it can kind of look like the stars or the sun are actually moving around the Earth, but they're not. It's the Earth that's rotating. And it's as we move, how we see things in the sky looks different. But because our Earth rotates along an axis, or north and south poles, the stars that are right above the poles, north and south, look like they stay in the same position. If something stays in the same place, we can use it as a reference point, meaning that it's a location that we always know is going to be there that we can go back to. However, we can live in lots of different places in the world. So wherever we are in the world, Polaris will look like it's in a different spot in the night sky. It won't move from that spot when you're there, but you can use it as a reference point. So unless you're literally sitting on the North Pole, Polaris isn't going to be directly over the top of your head. But if we can figure out where it is in reference to us on Earth, we could always know how to get back to where we started. Check out the planisphere printout in the comments. You can have a look at what stars will appear above you on any given day, month, week, time of the year. As it can be hard to always see the stars where we might be living. There can be light pollution, it could be a cloudy evening, lots of different things can get in the way. So if you can't use your planisphere to go outside, look up, and find the stars around you, we have a pretty cool project that you can jump in and do at home. And all you need is some dark paper, a toilet paper towel roll, a push pin, and a flashlight. And you can make the constellations appear anywhere you want, anytime, any place, regardless of if you're at the North Pole or not.